Hi everyone. Well, it seems like the whole world is in meltdown in more ways than one. Things are coming apart at the seams. So anyway, I don't know if you know about the Tripoli airport in Libya. So dozens killed. Over 50 people have been killed, and the UN, now this is really interesting, the UN has pulled out all of their staff, not one, because they can't work there. So the mission concluded that it would not be possible to continue its work. And Tripoli airport has been practically destroyed. There's a hole in the ceiling of the airport. The control tower has been hit. 90% of the planes have been destroyed. Libya has remained unstable since the fall of dictator Colonel Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. Yes, and here's a story from Al Arabia. Libya attack destroys 90% of the airplanes at the airport, and the militias are fighting each other now, and they're fighting with Grad rockets. So who's giving them those rockets? Each rocket costs $1,000 each. Libya attack destroys 90% of Tripoli airport. So the UN had to get out because there's no getting out now. There are no planes, there is no airport, and Benghazi airport is closed, and Misrata airport is closed, so people are stuck there, or they will be. So it's just wreckage, pictures of wreckage, and more wreckage. And thought you might be interested in comments from people who read this paper. By invading Libya, the West has destroyed the thriving country that the far from saintly Muammar Gaddafi made his country. But he was loved. Gaddafi was loved because he did a lot of things for a lot of other people, countries in Africa, and he gave them tons of money, and in exchange they were always giving him these royalty outfits, and he wore those because they treated him like a king. He provided education for all Libyans and a good standard of living. He might have been evil in many ways, but who isn't? Look at our own country. But he also managed to tap water for his people from the Sahara Desert. Yes, that's the great man-made river. Just a brilliant, unbelievable achievement and project, because the largest aquifer in Africa is under Libya. He helped many African countries with his oil wealth. Libya is destroyed by the West. Well, I saw some pictures of people who went to Libya thinking it's such a great thing. It's really sad. So, now look at this. This is what's happening over there. And it seems like they love this kind of destruction, you know? Love it. Here it comes. Well, pray to God that you won't be ever in any of this kind of fire. I'm sure that is hell for a lot of people. In 2 Peter it says the earth will be destroyed by fire. Horrible. And this. Libya is in a state of civil war, and the Philippine government is recalling all 13,000 people who are in Libya right now because they have beheaded a construction worker over there. He got stopped with a couple of other people who were working, and he was the only non-Muslim. So in the Philippines, people are normally mostly Catholic, as I understand it. So this is July 22nd. So they are enforcing all people to come back and leave Libya. Look, a Filipino construction worker in Libya was beheaded by militants in Benghazi. He's the first Filipino casualty in Libya since the civil strife in the North African state erupted anew, and since the first civil war that toppled the regime of Libyan strongman Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. So, you know, Gaddafi captured, or he got Libya through a bloodless coup when he was only 27 years old. Really quite amazing. And a bloodless coup. And now just look what's going on in his country. And when they say strongman, probably had to be like that, you know? Keep a lid on things. Otherwise, it's all out of control with all these militants fighting militants, and who is providing them weapons. You know, like these are the weapons. Grad rockets. One Grad rocket costs $1,000. So in Israel, you know, that's out of control too. One intercepting Iron Dome missile costs $100,000. Well, on average, Israel fired 2 Iron Dome missiles per Grad. Thus, intercepting 40 Grads worth $40,000 cost Israel $8 million. That is easy math, but I'm glad they did it for me. Anyway, this is really tragic what's going on everywhere. And just think, there are, what are they? Factories, weapons factories, where they're just producing these rockets like mad and then they're supplying them. They're going to have to build a whole new airport. Who's going to pay? Airports are expensive. Foolish humans. Yep, it's in Meltdown. So they wanted a ransom for this Filipino, and they were going to pay it, but ended up, they just told him to go check a hospital, and there he was. As of Monday, 207 Filipinos have registered for evacuation and will be flown to Manila as soon as the Philippine embassy there has completed their travel requirements. Oh my goodness. Probably have to show your documents. Anyway, this is one of my favorite songs here. So these were the good old days. These were the pictures that people didn't see in America about how much the people loved Gaddafi. And they supported him. And the green flag was the only solid color flag in the world. The only one. I hope you like this song.
He's our hero, African hero. He's what a hero. They wanna come on the hand and they show the way. He's our hero, African hero. And like the baby on a mother bread, and like a little baby sucking on a mother bread. He's our hero, African hero. I wanna put in see, I hear the melody. I wanna put in work, I hear the melody. I wanna put in see, I hear the melody. I wanna put in work, I hear the melody. In your heart, I couldn't ever get it on. I think it out of all is gone. I'm like a baby on a motor bread. I'm like a little baby sucking on a motor bread. He's our hero, African hero. Mama Gaddafi is the one we're talking about. He comes around like an angel, then a hood in a hat. I'm like a man in a mirror. Sort of vision, I pull the nations together. He's a hero, making a lie, have a meaning, never live in the dark. Never the same thing, chain, never like getting hurt. I'm like partners, so I see all the memories. We pray God, every day a bit of heroes die. Making a way for the man, let the enemies die. Mama Gaddafi, we love you, I wish you the best. African hero, just wanna heal. Don't wanna come on the hand and then they show the way. He's our hero, African hero. I wanna put in sin, I hear the melody. I wanna put in work, I hear the melody. I wanna put in do, I hear the melody. I wanna put in thought, I hear the melody. In your heart, I will never get it on. I think it out of all this book. I'm like that baby on a mother bread. I'm like a little baby sucking on a mother bread. He's our hero, African hero. Mama Gaddafi is the one we're talking about. He comes around like a angel, then a hood in a hat. I'm like a man in a mirror. Sort of vision, I pull the nations together. He's a hero, making a lie, have a meaning, never live in the dark. Never the same thing, chain, never like getting hurt. I'm like partners, so I see all the memories. We pray God, every day a bit of heroes die. Making a way for the man, let the enemies die. Mama Gaddafi, we love you, I wish you the best. Hero, African hero, just wanna heal. They wanna come on the hand and then they show the way. He's our hero, African hero. It's me like this Jackson, listen from Liberia. In a special preparation when I made a better. Mazin Abdu Muhammad Saleh, Sudan from Alpha. Show a dedication to you, our father. Gaddafi Malanga, Africa is better when it comes together. I skip the other feeling, let them make a God breather. I pick the water around the border, make a God sticker. You shut the feelings, you make all God reasons. In the season, we all gotta come together when we send minute. One nation, one people, African beginning. I think the one to love, think the one to love, think the one to love. Think the one to get it all started. Honor and respect to give to you. Mama Gaddafi, we love you, I wish you the best. He's our hero, 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 African hero, African hero. Oh, Gaddafi, African hero. Oh, Kadinawafi, he's an African hero. Oh, Gaddafi, African hero. Oh, Kadinawafi, he's an African hero. Oh, Gaddafi, African hero.
So that song was made way before the events that took place before they attacked or invaded or whatever. And because he was admired in Africa. And it kind of seems like Humpty Dumpty has fallen off the wall. And he can't be put back together again. So this is all foretold, and It seems like it's going to get worse, so get ready, everybody. Thank you for watching, and God bless everyone. Bye for now.